to another episode of Backpack Bushcraft. Ignore this. I'm having to do a kind of a weird setup for my tripod to show you what I'm bringing you today. Now, I told you all last week we was going to be working with dandelions, and like I said right here, I got 3 different stages of dandelions. I'm going to show you how to use them. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making dandelion tea. A lot of people have talked about that, heard about it, no big deal. I got probably enough for about half a cup. I'll sort of explain about how much you really should have, and I'm going to explain my method of harvesting this. The other thing I'm going to show you, which is kind of the secret, is I got a little bit of dandelion root here. And if anybody out there knows in the bushcraft community what you do with this, you can roast this, and you can actually make dandelion root coffee. And I'm going to try that as well. So stay tuned, and I'll get this set up. There's a couple ways you can do this. What you're going to want to do either way is get rid of the stem. The next thing you want to do is, a lot of people say you want to peel off this green underside. I feel it a different way. You can see underneath there, if you'll focus, it's just a little bit of white underneath it. That's where it's going to turn into seeds. So actually what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to take my knife, and I'm literally going to just cut right there. Alright, I'm just going to cut right there. One slice. There you go. A lot of little dandelion. Now I can pick out the parts I don't want if I want to be really particular. You're going to get white in it either way. There's no way around that. But there's your nice little clump. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in this reusable tea ball or tea bag. I've heard it called both. Alright. The idea that I have been told is you want about 6 full dandelion heads. Again, I can only find 3, so that's why I'm saying I'm only going to get about half a cup. And with my method, you definitely want to get more than less, because if you pick them, you can probably get away with about 5. If you're cutting and just, leaving some behind, you probably want to go ahead and get 6. Now, while that's doing that, we're going to address the root. So again, here's the root. I think it's what's called a tap root, or it's more like a tuber. It doesn't have a lot of little hairs. It's more just a long piece. And I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to just sort of skin it. And it's just got a little bit of a skin on it, you can tell. I got to be really careful while skinning because I have murdered potatoes, and this is very similar. The next part, we're going to cut this into very, very fine pieces, and we're going to roast it. Now you might be thinking how we're going to roast it. And I'm actually going to go canteen cup with this. We're going to use this. We're just going to put it over the jet stove, let it go. And I'm just going to move it around a little bit here and there to make sure it doesn't stick. Alright, so I got at the bottom. Again, not much. If I had access to more roots and stuff, I'd be okay. Let's go ahead and check the tea, see what we got. We got our water nice, hot, and boiling. We got our reusable tea bag with our dandelion leaves. Again, I would recommend at least 6. All I have with me is 3. And we're going to set it in there. Alright, now while that's steeping, I'll set it off to the side. We're going to go ahead and start roasting the dandelion root. I might be a little overzealous with the roasting. It's more burnt, but that shouldn't be too bad. Again, not really worried, it's just the first try. So what I'm going to do is, now I could lay this on my picnic table here and crush it, no big deal. A little nervous about doing that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it onto my leather glove here. And use the back of it and sort of pulverize it. Just enough so I can pour a little water on it. Again, not very much, I know, but it's all I got. So we're going to add just a little bit of water to it. Try us some dandelion coffee. But while we're here, and this is steeped, we'll try dandelion tea. If you want to take a look at it. The water's sort of turning green yellow. It's pretty good. Got a couple ants in here. Got 2. Maybe their sugar ants will taste sweet, or honey ants, whatever. Still hot. Don't taste too bad. It's kind of sweet. Definitely good. We'll try a little bit more in a minute. Right now, let's see what this coffee does. So here's what we ended up with. See you there. Again, it actually looks a lot like coffee if you hold on to the side, the liquid. Now, how we're going to get this into our cup And I have a little bit of the dandelion tea left. We're going to go ahead and take another drink. It's not bad. Throw the rest out. Now, the next part, you want to make sure this is cool enough to touch because you don't want it to be hot when you do this. Just because it'll burn you. I'm going to hold this mesh over here in the corner. Actually, if I don't have to touch it, even better. So I'm just going to touch this side and leave this other piece laying in here. Take my coffee. I'm going to use that just like a strainer. And I can strain that as many times as I want. That's not too bad for the first one. So we'll just leave it alone. And there's just the smallest bit of coffee in there. It's almost like espresso. So let's go and give it a try. It's kind of sweet. I don't know. Don't taste like coffee. I might not have. No, it does taste like coffee. Definitely taste the roasted in it. Not bad. It's really not. And it's all gone too. So definitely recommend if you go to do that, get you a few more. Wouldn't be a bad idea. And that's dandelions for you. Next week I don't know what we'll do, but we're gonna stay outside. You know, keep working in with some flower stuff. We'll try to get that through the rest of the month. And guys, I want to thank you for joining me on this another episode. And if you like these videos you want to keep up with, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Backpack Bushcraft. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Gmail at BPatBushcraft. You can also check me out on the website where I post content on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 2 p.m. EST. That website is www.backpackbushcraft.com. And until next time, guys, keep them fires burning, and then log on from me.